NBA 2K25 lockdowns are something special. Been really enjoying mines. And I want to talk about a world champion in the 2K League as well as a developer. Pretty much the same person. He has been all over 2K for years now. A legend in my eyes. Wolf, his name is what I call him. And he basically became a developer after retiring from the league, winning his championships and stuff. The dude's amazing. He was a great lockdown, in my opinion, one of the best ever. When it comes to the game, he's adjusted and become better and grown. And yeah, we're gonna get into his build, but you're watching my build. I'm learning rhythm shooting with my lockdown. It's the choice I made. It's the easiest way to go. So this all these clips are just me doing rhythm shooting or just playing some defense and just kind of having a little fun with it, testing out the chase down blocks, testing out bump steals, testing out my passing and more, because my build is very interesting and it's been on social media. People been talking crazy and some of them been talking positive that made the build, and it's like, wow, this build's amazing. So I want to kind of address that as well. So we're gonna get into it. I'm going to go ahead, pause this, and then get us into the tweet that started it all. I was checking out our buddy Wolf. He is a developer for 2K, a world champion for the 2K League, and he made a versatile stopper. That's pretty much the name of my build as well. He just posted this yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday. And then he put up the stats, which you're going to see in a minute. This is the jumper, by the way. You should try it out. I haven't tried it. Let's see if I like it, but David West always been pretty good in this game. So yeah. All right, now let's get into it. I want to talk about what he's doing and what, I see or don't see. Right underneath, you can see that I posted this. It got a little bit crazy with some people on the comments. You guys know how that is. I'm not going to give them all no shine, but I posted basically saying he almost had it right. This is my lockdown. And I explained that his finishing is high, his dribbling is a little high for his speed with ball, and that there would have been some things I tweaked, and I showcased the build that I actually have. But we're not going to get into that. Let's get into his build. I want to actually just bring you to the builder because I made the version just to kind of talk about these things. And you're going to see the difference in what I have to say and why I say this. So first of all, for finishing, you're pretty much not the main ball handler. You don't need contact dunks. Of course, you can make a lockdown with contact dunks. Have fun, right? Like if you feel like making a fun build, for sure. But if I'm trying to compete in a high level, I can lower this down to 60, even 55, which is what I have it on. And I'm easily dunking on everybody. You'll see it in the clips as I play a little bit later. So, and the same thing with standing dunks. 70 unlocks the rim pulls and the elite dunks. But honestly, 65 is more than enough. And we're going to get into like what is what and what is necessary, etc. Everybody has their own opinions on this. 70 is good. I think 65 is the minimum to get really good standing dunks. And so these would be dropped, and I would drop my layups as well. I'm not there to score all the time, and I'm basically cut into the basket for open dunks, open standing dunks. I'm not really out there dunking on people, and I don't need anything high. So that's why I don't have that. Now, this, of course, I can't argue with this. This is perfect. You're going to get set shot specialist and a little bit of limitless. So that way you have a foot behind the thing, you'll be fine. The passing is one thing we can debate on, and I'll showcase my footage so you can see what's going on. I do believe 65 is amazing. If you lower it, you lose break starter, and when you do get a rebound, you can kick it out decently. But again, it's not necessary because your main job is to spot up, and you're going to see me do some good plays in my little highlights that I created. And so on. He has an 80 for lightning launch, which I don't disagree is necessary this year. Like your speed is a little slower game, but if you look at this, you'll see that like it doesn't have to be all the way up to 80. He could drop it to 75 if he really wanted that and still be good to go. You know what I mean? So it's a choice, but that's where we differ. And then for interior, he's at the perfect position to be able to get paint patroller. And some of this stuff is what I have as well, guys. And then this, of course, we know for every lockdown is going to have that. And then you have to have it at 74 as well to get the paint patroller. You want to be able to get those and lock up. He has his offensive rebounds, which is an awesome way to play specifically for lockdowns. Very good. But I feel like most of the time they're trying to get back on the fast breaks. They're playing the ball, they're playing the point guard. So once the ball goes up, they want to run back, stop the fast breaks. So I don't do that. I put it on defense, and I only put 60 just to get rebound chaser. That's all it takes. And then this is where the big debate goes. We kind of have similar stats, but strength. As you can see right here, he has a movable enforcer, which is amazing. And it's overpowered this year. And strength is overpowered because you can put your strength all the way up and not have perimeter defense, and you're still going to be bumpy. You're still going to be, clamping some people up a bit. No, that's not the way to go, but I'm just explaining that strength is just as good as perimeter defense to a certain extent. And then this badge makes it even better. And so he only has it on gold, and that is his limit. And in the tweet, if you saw, he said he was in a max +1 immovable enforcer. And this is where our builds differ. And I have a different take on it. And I want to just kind of talk about this and then just kind of give you guys a little preview of some of the stuff that you were seeing. I'm making passes. I'm making plays for my teammates. I'm doing everything a lockdown needs to do. And this is, again, no squads no squads theater, just kind of playing. And my pass is pretty bad. As you can see, it's low as far as the stats, but you see also it's also amazing at the same time. So this is where, we'll get into some of the breakdowns on what you need to know about this build and what the differences are as we go forward. I mean, I love the build. It can do standing dunks. Again, you're seeing a lot of passing. That's not what the focus was, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all my build, and you can see the difference. So right here alone, with my strength this high, when I full court press, which is what a lockdown should be doing, I am bumping the guys so much that by the time they get to half court, their stamina is drained. This is for the point guard. That means he has to pass the ball, and he's not going to be able to make a play and dribble like crazy. All right. And then on top of that, movable enforcer is basically stopping them sometimes, or just making them fumble a little bit, get a bump. It is extremely strong. I don't have to use a max +1 on it at all. And so now I got a max +1 saved for whatever I want. And I have amazing things that I can do with this build that's top tier. I have some posts. All of this stuff goes with the strength. So this is vital. And it's the biggest difference that between his build and my build. You saw his build had some rebounding up pretty heavily. I only have a 60 because you rebound chaser. All you need to do is box out and you'll get rebounds. You're guarding the point guard 99% of the time with this build, unless you're switching on something. But the point is, you're just guarding point guard, shutting them down, and going crazy. And then as you can see, pretty much a lot of the stats are the same. Mine's is an 80 because I like the threshold for interior defense. I've tested this a lot, right? But everything else is close to the same. And as you can see, my speed with balls a little lower. He had it in an 80. I don't feel like that's necessary. And the pass, you saw me do a bunch of passes in the highlights, extremely low. But the truth is, you can still get someone when they're open, or if you need to and you're getting clamped up, you want to bring the ball to the point guard. You don't have to. And by the way, you have a lot of dribble to do that. You don't have to do crazy passes because that's not your job. It's the point guard's job. Then everything else is the same. But again, as I told y'all, 55 is way more than enough to get driving dunks. And then 65 is all you need for standing dunks. Okay. And this build has been killing it. And I just want to say, like, I literally have not maxed out all the badges. And I went into the ones court. I went into the theater and just kind of, testing out rhythm shooting, testing out the defense, bumping people. Like, I got these guys clamped up so much that they basically get tired of me. I've made more people quit with this build than I have with all my other builds. My other builds, like my point guard, a one-on-one build or all of the other stuff, it just gets buckets, right? But this one, if I don't get the ball, I'm happy because I want to defend and lock someone down. You can see right there, I'm dunking on people. They trying to stop me. I'm just able to do whatever I want in this game with this build. And on defense, it's a savage. It literally shuts people down and just kills them. As you can see, my dribbles are okay. I'm not doing nothing special here. I'm playmaking. I pass it to my center for him to score. What I want to try to talk about here is, I'm not promoting my build over Wolf's build, but Immovable Enforcer is so powerful. And I'm going to make a video just about that. And you guys are going to see just like, wow, he's right. I haven't maxed it out yet. It's only on gold and legend by the time this video was made, but I pretty much shut it down on a lot of people, and it's so much fun to make it work. And so basically I recommend for everybody to enjoy themselves with whatever playstyle you want. Again, I've made lockdowns that had contact dunks just for fun, but for me, this specific build, low passing, low finishing, you got enough to get it done. You have um overall a powerful defensive build with strength at a 92. You're just insane. You're just insane. And I can guarantee people will be impressed by this build once they see what's up. And again, dribbling wise, like I told y'all, it's pretty low at a 70 for dribbles, but you got enough to get yourself open and make a play. By the way, the guy guarded me here. He was amazing, and he gave me the hardest time in the game, and I got to give him credit. But I had him shut down a lot. He got a lot of shot clock violations because of me, and I really love it. And you can see I'm still dribbling decently, man. You got to maneuver with the build, but again, standing dunks, driving dunks when necessary, you're going to get it done. And so absolutely love it. And so I would recommend this build. And again, I'm not here to talk about Wolf's build like it's bad. It's perfect, right? Like for what he's doing. But again, if you want the most efficient and insane, like I think this one's insane. You got legendary Immovable Enforcer, and you're just shutting people down on defense. It's hard for them. I had dudes getting on the mic like, dude, what is that build? What are you doing? How can you block me? And you got all that on that build. How? And I'm like, dude, I worked hard for this. I put in a lot of time to get this done, man. And pretty happy about it. There's been about 8 people who made this build off of my video that I made recently. So I'm props to them, and they've all been complimenting it like, yo, this build's crazy, man. So I'm pretty happy with it. Again, I'm not necessarily the top player in the world. I'm not never going to try to be, but it's all about having fun and enjoying the ride. As you can see, I was testing out the lateral movement. It's pretty fast for a 6'6" build, and just testing out some dribbles, testing out my rhythm shooting. I wanted to shoot in somebody's face. Look at that right there. He popping. And again, the post-up game, telling y'all, man, 65 standing dunk, man. Y'all need to check it out for yourselves and see what's up. By the way, I am gonna make an Immovable Enforcer video helping y'all understand how to use that and how to really master it. That way you can put some strength on your lockdowns or any build that you make and reach a good setup. Again, haven't tested the values fully. I've been testing them now that I've been leveling up each one. I'm almost at legend, and then I can give you all the information. But I already tested this offline for endless hours with some friends to see what the difference was, and I definitely can see the difference. We'll get into it. Y'all enjoy this one. Go ahead and check out that next one, man. I got giveaways. By the way, I forgot to mention that in the beginning. Some crazy good giveaways, VC and stuff. I'm going to give away code for the game fully this weekend. So make sure you lock in for that. All right. I'll see y'all there. Peace.